Hello, team. Welcome to the Market Minute. Today is October 19th, and we are red. We're red. I know. I'm tired of saying it too. I get it. We are taking a look here. It's not that bad. It's only 15 to 25 basis points that we're looking at in terms of the broader scheme of things. Not that big a deal on how things are moving. The 10-year, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're watching. Let's take a look, a closer look. We are looking at the 10-year. It popped this morning after the jobs data with some overnight movement as well. We were cresting on that psychological line, that number, 5%. Well, we're almost there. We've been talking about it, again, since 450, 425. We've been talking about that 5 is kind of the next stop. And that's what we're looking at. MBS Live came out with a really good piece in regards to the war and what the war and kind of the spending package did to bonds. Generally speaking, you see a flight to safety. You see people buy bonds in that circumstance. But because of the cost and because of the debt situation within the United States, it's actually that package came out and really accelerated some selling. And that just means there's going to be this oversupply in the treasury market and debt markets. That's what you saw yesterday, and it kind of steamrolled, and we had some significant losses. And now we're looking at a 10-year that is it pushed up near 5, and it's come down now a little bit. It's at 495 is where we're sitting at right now. And yeah, today there's some news going on. What can turn it? We have Jerome, my boy Jerome. He is going to be talking today, and it's potential that we could see a reversal if he comes out with something. But the sentiment right now is that he's going to do this higher for longer thing. He's going to join in and what everybody's saying in terms of higher for longer. He's going to talk about the job markets. Again, some solid job numbers this morning and initial jobless claims. So, he's probably going to stay the course and be a little more hawkish. So if he turns dovish, meaning that he's going to be talking about a looser policy, then you could see things turn around. But all signs point to this continuing down the road, and he's going to stick to the messaging of higher for longer. So recommendation is still to lock. We've been on the lock wagon for quite some time here, outside of the one day on Monday when the markets were closed. Outside of that, we're locking, guys. We're locking. Much better, again, to ask for forgiveness than to ask for a time machine. We don't have them, and it's time to lock them in, and then worry about the quotes and everything else and rates and where things are going later. So you have a longer term lock, 45 days, 60 days. I wouldn't wait. The Fed is meeting November 1st. So they'll be making their interest rate decision, which they don't expect to have an increase. However, there could be some things in the presser that move markets significantly depending on their tone and what's happening. So that's happening November 1st. But it's always good to lock in, and then we can figure out if things do turn. The percentages still show it's going to be higher. So, we're kind of sticking with that and sticking with the lock sentiment. But if something does change in the markets, we can talk about renegotiations or possibly switching lenders if we have to. So that's something that's out. September home sales came out, and yeah, it's low numbers. We knew that. Inventory is tough. I don't really know what the headline is supposed to kind of garner, what kind of attention about foreclosure crisis or whatever it is. We're just in a spot where there's not a lot of homes for sale. They're saying bidding wars are happening. So pricing is going to stay where it is and get maybe even hotter going into the HPI index, which is going to determine our loan limits in November. So we have that coming up next month. And last thing, again, we're still sitting here at the same spot as we were before, down 15, 20 basis points. One item in terms of our lenders, I've seen this a little bit, and we are getting competitive. We have a really good product with ARC and Remen and CMG, but really ARC and Remen are two main ones. For any investment properties or second homes that are doing 20% down or 25% down even, look to those lenders and look to price those. You can ask the lock desk for help or the account executives to help. You'll find them in the SharePoint in your My UMortgage. You can find the lender's contact information or AE's contact information. The adjustments, they have programs that may start a little bit higher in interest rate to start, but the LLPAs are much lesser for second homes and investment properties. Some don't even have an LLPA. So we're finding that we're pricing much more aggressively than going the conventional route for those programs. That's a big deal. So last thing, this is a long one today. Sorry, folks. But last thing, tomorrow we have a special guest. Kyle Kohler is going to be running the Market Minute. I'm so excited. He's going to pull his best Ron Burgundy impressions out and get this Market Minute going. I told him to spice it up a little. I don't want this boring red stuff. So hopefully we have a green screen for him tomorrow, and he gets to enjoy that day. But if you guys have any questions or need anything from us, please reach out to our team. Thank you so much.